I love being in Southern California. I love the beaches. I was hanging out there the other day at the beach, standing outside the store, the Vons, and this lady walks up to me with like a really expensive bike. And she's like, "Sir, can you watch my bike for me? I gotta use the restroom inside the grocery store." I'm like, "Yeah, lady, I'm a trusting individual. I'll watch your bike. I won't steal it." And she goes in the store and she's gone for like 12 minutes. And in that 12 minutes, I'm thinking, wow, what a trusting individual. What a good person. She looked around at everybody and found the only other trusting individual, which was me, and handed me her bike. And then I looked around at where I was at the beach and I saw these ripped dudes running around with no shirts on, and I realized she didn't pick me because she thought I was a nice person. She looked around, she found the one dude she thought wasn't physically capable of stealing her bike in time. Which was 12 minutes, that's so disrespectful. So I stole her bike. Nice. About 2 blocks up the road, I proved her right and I got winded. I was like, this isn't worth it. I love the weather here, Southern California. It never rains, like it's rained one time this year. Coincidentally, that's it. That day that it rained was the one day that I woke up and I was like, you know what? Enough's enough. I'm gonna get in shape today. I'm gonna walk everywhere I go. That happened. I woke up that morning, walked to the grocery store, a mile and a half away, started pouring right when I got to the store. It was like all the clouds got together and they're like, hey, that fat kid's trying to get in shape. Let's all spit at him. And then they did. And I was pissed when I was in the store. I purchased an umbrella in a hurry, and I accidentally grabbed a child size, but I didn't see till I was like back on my walk. On this overpass where everybody can see me, I pop it open, it just covered my head. I walked another mile looking like a huge pissed off pina colada. That was my morning. I recently visited Alabama. My family lives out there. My dad, my little brothers, my stepmom. It's really cool going out there, but my dad has been calling me lazy since I was a little kid, and it's funny, that's just like his word for like me and my brothers. He just always calls us lazy by nature, and it's based on the simplest things. Like when I was a little kid, he would always come up and be like, "Son, do you want to pull the weeds or mow the lawn?" I'm like, "I don't want to do either one of those, Dad." He's like, "You're lazy." I was like, "No, I'm 9. I don't want to mow the lawn." But it's cool now because I have little brothers that's significantly younger than me. They're 16 and 11, so I get to watch him talk to them like that. And it's awesome for me. I love it. 16 and 11, my brothers, it's so funny watching them. They're geniuses. They're such smart kids. And I don't know how to be a role model for them because they're already smarter than me, so it's like weird. Like I say a lot of cliche things like, hey kids, it's good to have goals. That's it. That's what you got. That's all you got. But this really sunk in with the 16-year-old brother, Ben. He came up to me and he's like, hey, I've never cussed in my life. I have that new goal in my life to just never cuss. I never want to swear. I want to be the guy that dies without cussing. I was like, wow, that's a fantastic goal. Then my other little brother, Blake, he comes up to me, he's 11, he's a little more rambunctious. So I was surprised when he said this. He's like, you guys inspired me, I have a life goal too. And I was like, what is it? He's like, I just want to make Ben cuss before he dies. And I was like, that's a good goal too. I hope you guys both try as hard as you can to make your goals, and I'll just be entertained my whole life. When I went to go visit them, I had to fly, obviously, but I only fly like Southwest or Alaska or all those like general admission airlines. You guys know what I'm talking about? They're those airlines. You don't actually like buy a seat on the plane. You just buy like admission, like there's a concert on the plane. And you're supposed to remember to print your boarding pass out like 24 hours in advance. I always forget to do this. By the time I get to the terminal where you're supposed to board, there's like 90 people just lined up in that little ABC group thing just ready to board the plane. They're diligent, they got up early, and I hate them. So I purposely board dead last, like right before they shut the door. I hate being uncomfortable, but I love to see the look on all those people's faces that got there early and saved a seat, and they think I'm gonna be the one that ruins their day when I hop on the plane. Like everyone gets there early, like, oh man, this is gonna be amazing. Got an extra seat, nothing's gonna ruin our... Hopefully he gets winded and doesn't make it back here. Not be good. But I'll make it like as terrible as I can for all these people, and I'll jog laps around the terminal so I sweat a little extra. I'll walk briskly. I'll also grab a couple of mustard packets from one of those dumb sandwich shops and like put it on my shirt all over there, but like just on my nipples so I look crazy too. And I jump onto the plane, I scream, I don't want anybody to miss this, so I leap onto the plane, and when I land, I'm just like, ha! And then when everybody looks up with that shocked, fearful face, I'm just like, who's it gonna be? And then I dance down the aisle really slowly.